Welcome back, everybody, to the Mischief and Mages YouTube channel. I am Adam, or Mages as you might know me, and this is episode 4 of Can We Save Tottenham Hotspur on Football Manager 26. We had a lot of fun in our last episode. We were covering our transfer window. We also showed a bonus match against Aston Villa in the first leg of the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. We also showed the match against Liverpool. Today, what we're going to be going over is a couple of exciting matches. We have Aston Villa in the second leg of that semi-final. We have Manchester United. We also have Arsenal, and we have some other matches sprinkled in there. But those are the three matches that we're going to be focusing on today. So let's get back into it. So just a brief reminder of where we are in the league. We are currently in February, which means we have exited that January transfer window, and this is what the league table is looking like at its current state. We're sitting in first place on 57 points, leading Liverpool by 4 points in total. Our attack has looked extremely nice this entire season. We're going to continue that form. Also, what I'd like to point out is that our goals against is looking extremely special right now, with only 17 conceded across 24 matches in the Premier League. Let's see if we can continue that good defensive effort going forward. Could make for a really special season number 1. Let's jump into match number 1, which is actually going to be taking us back to the Carabao Cup against Aston Villa in our second leg. We do have a 3-0 lead on aggregate. Let's close this one out, make a final, and chase down one of our objectives, which is bring home major silverware within 2 seasons so we can continue on our last year's Europa League success. Let's jump in. We are now in the 32nd minute of this second leg of the Carabao Cup Semi-Final. This is our first highlight of the match. Not a lot to write home about. We have 5 shots, none of them on target. They have 4 shots. I think one of them was on target. Not a lot of XG generated, but we do have possession here. James Maddison takes a crack. Not to be. It is going to be a goal kick for Aston Villa, but it looks like the highlight might continue here. Take possession back. Van de Ven. Back to Kevin Danzo. Back to Van de Ven. Doggy. Aston Villa picks it back up, pushing up the field. I'm honestly surprised this highlight's gone on as long as it did. But it does continue. They have a shot, and now they've pulled one back. So, what's our objective going into the rest of the match? Well, one, we don't want anybody injured. We don't want anybody else suspended. The main focus here is not conceding 3 goals and having this anywhere near a close match. So we might make some changes at halftime. We'll see what goes on. But in a rather unfortunate goal to give up at this point in time with so much time left in the match. Hopefully we can pull this one out. Looks like we might get one more highlight here before halftime. Again, really nervous about this one, especially since it's them holding on. I wasn't feeling too nervous going into this match because we did have a 3-0 on aggregate, but you just never know with FM. You can be world beaters and still bottle it in horrific Tottenham fashion. But it does we do find ourselves at halftime now. Again, that we only have that 1 shot on target that you just saw in the previous highlight. We have 0.50 XG to their 0.67. A pretty nothing burger game so far. We'll probably make some adjustments at halftime just to see if we can maybe take a little bit more control of the game overall. They are kind of handling the possession here, but we will check back in at our next highlight, or if there are no highlights, which I'd be okay with given that we are already winning this second leg, or winning this overall match on aggregate. It'd be okay if we don't have any more highlights. So see you in just a little bit. We have a highlight here in the 63rd minute. We do have a couple of yellow cards, so we probably will be making another change here. Unfortunately, it's both of our fullbacks. Porro is already injured, but we do have possession here. We are working the ball really nice. Kone has been fantastic so far this match. Takes a shot, and it looks like it got blocked there. Might get a corner out of it. We do, but they're not going to show it. But we're right back into a highlight. We will be bringing Ben Davies on after this. We have a highlight here. We have possession, Kevin Danzo over to Spence. They take it back. I am starting to feel just the tiniest bit nervy about this match as a whole. Another highlight. We have a corner, Madison. A great shot, ultimately just a little bit too wide. It'd be really nice if we could get one of these to fall for us, though. Another highlight in the 71st minute. There's a real pucker factor going on right now. I would hate to absolutely blow this. I don't want to speak it into existence, but it's something on my mind, especially when they're making runs like this. Oy vey. Well, we are going to make some changes here. Right now, I think it's just appropriate to bring maybe on a little bit more of a defensive mindset going forward as we try and slow the play. I am going to bring in Dragusin to keep Van de Ven healthy. And I think that's all we're going to do for now. We're going to go ahead and confirm those changes. We are going to make some tactical changes on the team instructions, maybe just like a little bit lower tempo, a little bit shorter, and we will confirm that. Another highlight in the 83rd minute, we are in possession, at least for now. Looks like they're going to claim it back though pretty quickly. Get it back, Simons to Kolomoani, Simons, and it is just wide. We cannot find anything. Could not hit water if we fell out of the boat. It looks like we might take on Everton, though, in this Carabao Cup final. I was really worried about having to face Chelsea, but good lord, this is genuinely a real shot at silverware. Another highlight here in the 90th minute. We do have 7 minutes of added time. Kulusevski pushes it up to Simons, to Paulinus, Simons to Kolomoani. And that, barring they don't call it offsides, looks like we're in the clear. That should wrap up this 2-leg fixture for us. A great way to end it. Another goal from our main man and striker, Kolomoani, somebody that we will be actively trying to sign in the summer. Hopefully, if he wants to come, but we're going to be focused on ensuring that we round out that striker position, because having somebody that is proficient there this season has been a huge benefit. So that is full time, 4-1 on aggregate, 1-1 in the fixture. We really pulled it together. Possession did not get any better that half, but our XG certainly did. Overall, a meh match, but this is something that we can build off of, especially since we were kind of in the driver's seat for the whole match. Excited for a final now on our way to Wembley, where we are going to be taking on, it looks like Everton, unless they were just clobbered in that first leg, which I'm unsure of. But next matchup is going to be Manchester United. Super excited to get that one kicked off. Important league fixture, especially with them being kind of in that title race, top 4 race. Let's see if we can take that one over and continue the points. Just as a heads up, the title race is in fact heating up. So since our last match, although we do have a match in hand and we still are on 57 points, Liverpool won pretty emphatically against Manchester City, which puts them 1 point off of us. So this match against Manchester United, the match against Arsenal coming up, as well as our match against Newcastle, which is coming up, becoming increasingly more important. This is the potential to throw away the league or solidify ourselves as the Premier League champions for the 2025-2026 season. So, important match coming up against Manchester United. A win will do. A draw will make me nervy, but a loss is absolutely has to be avoided at all costs. Let's see what we can pull off here. We are in the 17th minute of this match week 25 showdown against Manchester United, and we have our first highlight. It started out with us in possession, but it looks like Manchester United has quickly taken back a hold of the possession. Up to Bruno Fernandes to Cunha. Pretty long shot, pretty ambitious, didn't pan out. Next highlight comes in the 41st minute. Starts off with Manchester United collecting it. Dalot over to Ahmad. Back to Dalot to Manu. To Ligt. To Maguire. To Martinez. I don't know why, but it seems like we've had some real struggles to generate anything. Next highlight, 45th minute. Set piece here. Lemons collects it. Simons, and that's a goal. Thank God. I was really starting to get worried about our tactics there. We did beat them previously in the season. I believe it was 3-0. But I don't know. We've just that first match against Aston Villa. It always feels like after you do an update, your tactics kind of just are playing a little bit weird. But glad to collect that goal right before the end of the first half. Puts us in the driver's seat here. Simons, a nice finish. A great assist from Madison too, who's just come right back into this team. It's been so important for us. I do believe this is going to end the half. It is. So with halftime here, what do our stats look like? Well, they're dominating possession. Gonna have to figure something out. I don't know why our possession is so low, but our XG is higher. Our passing hasn't been great. I think that's probably has something to do with us not really having possession and cheaply giving it away. Let's see what we can accomplish in the second half, though. Win's a win, even if we had 1% possession. Throw in here for us in Manchester United's half. Simons, Kulusevski, Porro, Kolumwani. That's 2-0 up. 5-0 on the season so far against Manchester United. Excellent goal again. Well, maybe. Goal awarded. Okay. Got me nervous there for a little bit. What was that on the assist? Looks like it was Kulusevski, who's also been really bright after coming back from injury. Overall, playing really well. This is the exact kind of result that we needed. We are probably going to be making some modifications to the lineup here with some fixture congestion going on. Some really important matches coming up. Stay healthy. Mind you, we do not have Kudus available nor Morgan Rogers available so far this second half of the year. Both were injured. We did sign Morgan Rogers while he was injured. Kudus has been out for a little bit. Romero just back after a spell out on the sideline. So happy to get some faces back. Gonna be making some changes here though. Gonna bring the new boy in. Kislyak, I think that's how you pronounce it. I tried to look it up. We're going to be bringing him in for Bentancur to play alongside Kone. We're also going to make some changes by bringing in Bergvall for Simons, who's going to be playing that attacking midfielder role. And then I think what I would like to do is give Josh Dove some time here at left wing back for his first appearance. Nearing the end of the match now. We are in the 89th minute. It is a Manchester United highlight. We've made some changes. Kone to Bergvall. Kolumwani up to Spence. Back to Porro. Kone. Great shot. Great save. Still seeking that first goal for Tottenham Hotspur there. And that's all she wrote. Another clean sheet. Another pretty decisive win when it comes down to it. That keeps us firmly in the driver's seat within the league table. We are established back up to a 4-point lead over Liverpool and a 6-point lead over Arsenal. Remember, Arsenal, Newcastle are two upcoming matches for us. We do have some other things sprinkled in there. We have played through our first two matches of the episode with a draw in the second leg, but an overall win against Aston Villa, which places us in the Carabao Cup Final. against Everton. That is upcoming. Another win here against Manchester United to increase our lead within the table or reestablish our 4-point lead in the table. Next up is our match against Arsenal. Big North London derby. One of the few matches that we've lost this season is against Arsenal. I believe we lost 2-1. So looking for a little bit of revenge there, looking for our first win against them in a few years. Important match as well to stay afloat atop the Premier League. Stay tuned. This, honest to God, feels like a title decider for us. Arsenal at home in the Premier League, North London derby. We did end up drawing to Newcastle. We ended up beating Stoke in the FA Cup 4th round 3-0. We have Arsenal coming up. We still have Liverpool. But I have to show you this table now. With that draw against Newcastle, the point differential between first and third is 4 points. Arsenal win today. They are 1 point off of us in the league. Liverpool, possibility to overtake us. Chelsea, really not that far off either. 10 points is not a lot when you have 12 matches left. This feels like the big one. This feels like a must win. And really, with everything coming up, like, we are still in the heat of it all. We have the Premier League to play for. We have a major trophy in the Carabao Cup Final to play for. We also have our FA Cup 5th round against Crystal Palace, so we have Palace back to back. This feels big. We are, however, in a little bit of a favor. We have Rodgers back. We also have Kudus back. So this team should be pretty set as the team going forward. We need a lot out of these guys. We're asking a lot out of these guys, but the Premier League title's on the line. You have to put your best foot forward. We need the best out of these. We spent a lot of money in the January transfer window on Rodgers and Kone. It's important that we get a result here, whether it be a draw or a win. Let's get to it. Minute number 7, and it comes with Arsenal having the ball here in our box. Don't feel great about this. Up to Kolomwani. Kudus pushes forward, races forward, takes a shot just over the crossbar. A good foot forward. We are the only ones that have attempted shots so far. 0.09 XG, but we need that control of the game. Right now, Arsenal is maintaining pretty full control. We need to get something out of this. Another highlight, 18th minute here. It starts with us. Van de Ven. Udogie. Up to Rodgers. Back to Udogie. Back to Van de Ven. Up to Rodgers. To Kolomwani. Flag goes up. That was an incisive pass from Morgan Rodgers. Another highlight here in the 35th minute with us. Throw in. Over to Van de Ven. Over to Romero. Plays it up to Porro. Plays it up to Kudus. Plays it up to Siemens. To Kolomwani. And that is a goal that puts us on top. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Another goal from our striker, Kolomwani. Another assist from our 10, Xavi Simons. This is big. Need to hold this lead. Need to win this one. We're definitely going to be doing some shouts to praise this team. Another highlight. 40th minute here. And a half that has been heavy pucker factor here. Morgan Rodgers collects, plays it up to Kolomwani, plays it to Porro. Ooh. Wow. Are we going to get a pin here? Oh my god. Wow. I didn't see it at all. I mean, I'll take it, but I did not see it at all. Kolomwani. I guess we're the promised land here. Another goal. That's 2-0. That's 2-0. In control in this match. North London derby at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So important that we get this one. Come on, let's wrap it up. Halftime here. Possession. At this point, there's no surprise that we're not going to maintain the majority of the possession. I think we're just going to have to make some modifications over the summer, because right now I don't want to change anything too drastically and make the team feel like we have to learn or relearn the system. But the biggest thing to point out here is look at the shot differential. 9 shots, 5 on target for us, 2 for them, none on target. 1.28 xG, obviously hyperinflated because of the penalty. 0.25 for them. Passing, they're still dominating it. Indication that they have possession here, obviously, but overall look really good. The no yellows so far, fantastic. Bukayo Saka looks like he sustained an injury in that first half. That could be a huge loss for them. Really important that we close this one. Another highlight here, 50th minute, that is a foul that's going to give us a set piece just outside of their area. Simons takes it, big shot, big save from Raya. Should give us a corner, but they're going to end the highlight there. We're going to continue to encourage this team, though. Time to make some changes. 74th minute, nearly 74th minute. We do have Van de Ven on a yellow card. We are going to bring in Ben Davies here to cover for Van de Ven. I do think that we also are going to make some changes in the midfield. I'm going to bring Sar for us here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll bring in Kulusevski on the right wing, since Kudus hasn't done a whole lot. We'll save it for there. We'll see what comes from this, but right now I think those are the appropriate changes. Again, we're in the 74th minute, we're 2-0 up. We don't want to play too crazy, make any too drastic changes, just because we have been controlling this game from at least a scoreline perspective. I don't know much more, but we are going to save this and go into the remainder of this match. Come on, you Spurs. Fantastic stuff. There's just not much more to say. 2-0 against Arsenal at home. Return fixture could not have been any more opposite than the first fixture of this North London derby. Dominated on XG. Really great showing. Kolo Muani showing time and time again why we need to sign him on a permit. This is a really, really big win for us. Not only does this put us 7 points back ahead of Arsenal, but depending on the results from the Liverpool match today, we could find ourselves 5 points clear of even Liverpool. Really important that we go forward, so we're going to figure out what the result of that match is. So we did find out Liverpool did end up drawing with Nottingham Forest, so what that means for us in the Premier League here is that we are back 4 points clear, right? So even a loss, a slip up, whatever it looks like, we're going to be okay. So we're going to be talking about our next episode coming up, which is episode 5. For us, I think that we're sticking to the big matches. So although we have Fulham, Crystal Palace in the FA Cup 5th round, I think the more enticing fixtures are coming up for us, which is Liverpool in the Premier League. That's truly could be a title decider. We have Everton in the Carabao Cup Final, which we will also be showcasing. And then I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and wrap up the next episode, maybe with just a complimentary Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. So we will do the Crystal Palace FA Cup 5th round. We'll do Liverpool in the Premier League. We have Everton in the Carabao Cup Final. We will likely start seeing Champions League matches pop up. But we are down to 10 matches left in the Premier League. 11 matches left in the Premier League. We are in the run-in here. Our schedule is favorable. We can win a lot of these matches. Huge opportunity in the league here. Starting to get excited, but ultimately cautiously optimistic. And that concludes episode 4 of Can We Save Tottenham Hotspur? I'll tell you, at the beginning of the series, I didn't know if we could, but we are absolutely on our way. Starting to get excited about the potential of bringing home some major trophies, and also the title. Thank you again for watching this episode. If you haven't yet, subscribe to our channel, Mischief and Mages. Again, I am Mages. This is my playlist. This is my Let's Play for Football Manager. There's some other content coming up here in the future. If you haven't checked out the rest of our channel, Justin, aka Mischief, and I play a lot of games together. We've been playing Elden Ring, Night Rain, and going through that. So please join us, watch us play through this, subscribe, like, comment on our videos. I'm super excited. Thank you so much again for being here, and we'll see you soon for episode 5 of Can We Save Tottenham Hotspur on Football Manager. See ya.